Alrighty, so we are going to talk about nutrition in regards to exercise, and I'm just going to give you some basic stats. If you weigh, we're going to use 100 pounds. I haven't weighed 100 pounds since I was probably 12, but we're going to use that just because it's easy math. If you weigh 100 pounds, then the amount of protein your body needs to wake up, go to the bathroom, curl your hair, do your job, and go back to bed is about 50 grams, 50% of your body weight. Now that is not meat, that's vegetables, that's avocados, those various sources of protein. Your body needs 50% of your daily intake of your weight to produce. If we're on the other end of the spectrum and we're now Olympic athletes, we need 100% plus of our body weight in protein because that's how fast the body's being torn down and has to rebuild. So somewhere in between there, you figure out where you're working out and you know it's between 50 and 100% of your body weight is what you need in protein. Then we need vegetables, then we need water. The biggest thing is we need to eliminate the sugar from our diet because that is where injuries occur. Ligament damage, disc damage, back damage is high sugar intake. But I'm gonna let somebody talk who's kind of had some more recent experience because I've just eaten clean for almost 20 years, so it's kind of almost foreign to me, and she's had some different experiences.
So growing up, obviously, I ate very clean in this one's house. Very clean. And I went to high school and was actually dancing 4 to 6 hours every day, 6 days a week. Mm-hmm. And then I went to college and that went from 6 to sometimes 9 hours a day of straight dancing. And then I had classes and I had to work and, have a life, all of these things. And I wasn't eating right. I wasn't taking care of my body. I was seeing high sugar, I was gaining weight, I was watching all the people around me who are changing diet, changing environment, changing everything in their life, and the depression and anxiety just went through the roof. Everyone around me just went through the roof. And so I started seeing all of these things, and all of the knowledge that I had learned growing up basically reminded me that said, oh, this is food. This is exactly what this is. We need to change our food. So I got a group of friends and we started changing what we were eating and changing basically how we were taking care of our bodies, and our weight dropped, our minds were able to open up, we were able to make it through the rehearsals that were lasting for to 5 hours without a break. These are things that the body can physically do, it just needs the right nutrients. And so what I found is if you haven't done anything in the past, you need to go on kind of a detox. And one of my favorites is Whole30.
Yeah. That one is so easy. Whole30.com. I love it because you can just go to the website. You can print off a shopping list. You can print off the recipes.
Yep.
And here's the big thing about Whole30. Be prepared to fail. Okay. Just like go into it knowing that you're going to blow it at least 3 times, maybe even 4. When my husband and I did this, because we are lab rats, we have to do everything ourselves first so that we have our experience that we can talk. I've never asked you to do something I haven't done. And we were like, we're gonna rock this. We've eaten clean for decades. We're gonna be fine. This is gonna be a cakewalk. Well, number one, we blew it the first time on day 1. Then the second time we blew it, it was like day 3 or 4 because there's habits that develop. And I think that's the big part. You've got to pay attention to those habits because those are where the problems are gonna get you. And then we just realized that wow, even though we ate very clean, we still had a high amount of sugar. And about a week into it, I was ready to kill everybody. It was just like the sugar flu hit, everything hurt. I wasn't happy. I want you to know that going into it, that number one, you're going to fail 3 times at least. If the pros failed 3 times, don't prove me wrong, don't fail, but be okay with it. And also be prepared for the body to hurt because that stuff has to be stripped out. So maybe don't do it, when you're got a big thing coming up.
So a tip that I found, sugar detox is a real thing. It's so hard. It is so hard. But how can we support that? Well, we know that if you have too much sugar in your body, you need some high fats to kind of balance that out. So it sounds weird, but go ahead, get some coconut oil, take a spoonful and just put it in your mouth and swallow it. That will actually help. The coconut oil, that high fat is going to help you calm down those sugar cravings.
They are a real thing. So, but we are going to, like I said, the Whole30.com is fantastic. You can just jump over to their website and look. AIP, paleo, those are all really great. There's another website for those that are really serious athletes. It's called Mark's Daily Apple, and he's been doing a paleo website for athletes, oh gosh, probably 15, 20 years on his own. And he actually talks about the carb myth and how you're doing a lot of damage to your body by following those. So jump over, learn some different things, tackle your body differently,
Yeah.
kiss goodbye that sugar, and you're gonna be great.